Shalom, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachah HaKodash. Double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the house of David, which is the elect, the men, women, and children that are predestined to receive salvation and to be the first fruits of the kingdom of heaven, which is the kingdom of Israel. Back again. Something real quick. Says U.S. moving increasingly towards Vanessa mandates. Okay, as you see right here, pandemic of the unvaccinated. So I'm just gonna play this. This is about a 7-minute video, but I'm gonna play it from this 5.11 second mark all the way up until the end. All right, because this guy is being interviewed, which is I believe it's a doctor. All right, a physician of no value, as the scripture says, and he has mentioned, something that brothers has done videos on about the carrot and the stick. And, you can see what he says is they're moving toward, all out. It's basically they're waging war on the unvaccinated, without actually declaring it, So I'm just going to play this. Like I said, just going to, Lord willing, this is be real quick.
It's just come across that weapon we have to fight style of self-inflicted pain. We've got to get folks to take the shot. The vaccine is the greatest weapon we have to fight COVID. There's no question about that.
And I just wanted to play that part real quick because, see, that's what they want you to think. That's why they keep pushing out this propaganda, this fear mongering. All right. Constantly what you're seeing is just speaking about all these cases. All right. All these hospitalizations is now, 99% of the hospitalizations are unvaccinated people, which they have actually, doing research when they were saying that there's actually has not been any, evidence to support that. That's just something that everybody is saying, but there is no actual empirical evidence, data to support that claim. But once again, that's just this, this propaganda to fear people into, trusting in the system, or trusting in a beast system. And she said, what? This is the greatest weapon we have. But no, the greatest weapon we have is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right. And that's the only weapon, we need. That's the only protection that we need. But, they want you to have this notion that the Most High, isn't able and willing to protect you from, these pestilences and these different diseases. Esau wants to take your faith away. That's the whole thing. If Esau can take the faith mainly, all right, speaking specifically really only about Israel, if Esau can take your faith, then he can stay in power, all right? As long as, there is faith amongst the Israelites, specifically the elect, the remnant, then Esau knows he's going down, all right? Esau knows that he has but a short time, as the scripture says. But what he's doing with all this fear mongering and rhetoric is he's trying to snatch the faith of you Israelites, man. But as the scripture Yahweh Shah said, let's get that real quick. Revelation 3 verse 11. It says, "Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast." All right, which is what? Your faith. Hold it fast. Hold it tight. When you go into the word fast, is be powerful. Take hold of, to seize. You have to seize your faith, because that's what this devil is trying. That's what all this, talking about mandating the Vanessa and not being able to have a job without the Vanessa, and potentially not being able to go to different stores and venues and maneuver in society. That's all Esau, trying to fear you into trusting him and not trusting the Lord. But Yahweh Shai said, "Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown." Because how are you going to receive salvation? It's going to be through, first and foremost, your faith. All right. And by faith, all right, you do the works. Because scriptures says In the book of Psalms, I believed, therefore I spoken, and I was greatly afflicted. Okay, and there's another scripture here in the book of 1 Peter 1, verse 7. It says, "Wherein ye greatly rejoice, now though now for a season, if need be, ye are in heaviness through manifold temptation." Okay, and we are, coming into the hour of temptation, where there's going to be manifold, all right, many different ways and tactics, all right, that this devil uses to tempt you into losing your faith, all right, and tempt you ultimately into, when it all said and done, taking that Marcus. Okay, but there's manifold temptations. It's not just temptation of the lust of the eyes, or the lust of the flesh. Okay, the temptation of having putting your rod into a woman. No, you got the temptation of food. Okay, not being able to eat. Temptation of safety, not having a roof over your head. All right, temptation of not having a job. All of these things are trials. All right, and that's what this devil is setting up to do. So verse 7 says that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perisheth through, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. All right, so all these things that we're coming up into, we're coming into, all right, the beginning of sorrows and the hour of temptation, Jacob's trouble, all that is for the trial of your faith. You see, and that's why the scripture says that, that the Lord is going to make a man more precious than fine gold. How is he going to make him more precious than fine gold? Well, first, in order for gold to be fined or refined, it has to go through fire. All right, and that's that furnace of affliction. The second Esdras, the 16th chapter, it says, "Then shall my chosen be known, all right, who shall be tried as gold in the fire." And what is going to be tried? Your faith is going to be tried. This is what this all is all about, man. It's all about the faith that you have in the word and the power and the might of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And Esau, Edom, the adversary, the Satan, all right, that serpent, he wants to take that faith away because he knows that if you hold fast what you have, which is your faith, then you're going to receive that crown at the appearing of Yahweh Shah Mashiach. You're going to be one of the first fruits of the kingdom of heaven, starting with the 144,000. Verse 8, whom having not seen ye love, in whom though now ye see him not, speaking about Yahweh Shai, yet believing. And we believe on Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, through faith and through this word, man. All right, the comforter. Okay, it says, "Rejoice, ye rejoice with joy unspeakable and full of glory, receiving the end of your faith." Even, and he's going to tell you what the end of your faith is. See, the end of your faith, even the salvation of your souls. So that's why you have to hold it fast. That's why no matter what, no matter how it looks, you got to continue to keep the faith, because the end of your faith, all right, the reward at the end of your faith, at the appearing of Yahweh Shai, is what? The salvation of your souls. Yahweh Shai, the scriptures in Revelation tells you about them that got in the victory over the beast in his image, all right, and over his Marcus. They what? The first death had no dominion over them. That final judgment of the fire is not going to have dominion over the ones that kept the faith until the end. All right. So let's go back to here.
So she's saying there we've got to get people to get vaccinated. Now, it's just come across that President Biden is asking the states to offer the unvaccinated $100 to get their shots. What do you make of that? $100 to get vaccinated?
Yeah, I think $100 is a great start, and the funding is already there. The issue is we've had lotteries of $1 million. We've had many other bonuses that we've dangled. We've tried almost every single carrot.
You hear that? We've tried almost every single carrot. Now, Why would they be trying so hard? And I went to the metaphor of the carrot and the stick in a previous video, and it says, it's an analogy or a metaphor used to induce one to do a desired behavior. Okay, so they're trying to induce people to go and do a desired behavior. But I thought this was the land of the free. I thought you have life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. What if it makes you happy to not be, dating Vanessa? Okay? I thought it was your freedom of choice. What happened to the freedom of pro-choice? What happened to all that? Okay? But this goes to show you that those two horns like a lamb, but they spake as a Draco, man. Draco is out and about. That roaring lion, he's out and about. So he says that, right? He says about the carrot. Now listen to what he says next.
That we had to get people vaccinated, and people are just not budging. The low-hanging fruits of people willing have already taken the shot. So in certain ways, we have to resort to sticks with mandates or these pressure points of potentially vaccine access passes that kind of France has implemented for indoor dining. We have to urge them, and a mandate is really necessary. And by the way, we have mandates for other things.
Now you hear that? He said that the mandate is very necessary. He said we have to now resort to sticks, okay, pressure points. Now, I've done this, I've showed this before, but I'll go into it again. In the Matthew the 24th chapter. Let's see, where is it? Let's see if I can find it. All right, so I'm just going to use it in this scripture right here, Matthew 24 verse 29. It says, immediately after the tribulation of those days. Okay, now when you go into that tribulation, that word tribulation, which it's been said in other various scriptures. It says a pressing together, pressure. Metaphorically, oppression, affliction, tribulation, distress, straits. Okay, that's what tribulation is. It's pressure, and that's what did he just say? We have to use the sticks for various pressure points, and that's what this devil is doing, man. He's bringing more pressure from every angle to get the population to be coerced or to submit themselves under his authority, under his power. All right. But that's why the scripture says when you jump down, when you go up, right here, verse 22, it says, oh, here we go. So that's where I really wanted it at. Matthew 24, verse 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. Okay, so this linking up with Daniel's the 12th chapter, a time that has never been on earth, man. And in this scripture, this chapter, the Lord is speaking about 70 AD, and it was like twofold, because he's speaking about 70 AD, but he also speaks about the time that we're in right now as well. Okay, because he speaks about how immediately after those days, the Son of Man then show the sign of the Son of Man appear in the heavens. Okay, and right here it says there's going to be a time that has never been before. So it's going to be even worse than the times of 70 AD. So when you go, it says, for then shall be great tribulation. That's the same word there, pressure. And it says, verse 22, and except those days be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So for the elect's sake, the ones who is not going to fold under pressure, the ones who are going to endure into the end, the days are going to be shortened, man. The times of these tribulation times, these tribulatory times, if that's a word, might have just made that up. All right, but these times of these perilous times have to be shortened, man, because the way that this devil is coming, we're not going to be able to. I mean, with the Lord, everything is possible, but pragmatically speaking, we wouldn't be able to survive years, in this type of condition. They're making it to where unfinessed people can't survive, but the thing is, it's not, and this is only just the forerunner to the MOB. So how much more you think is going to get when they bring that MOB down, man? Okay. So the Lord is going to, preserve us in these days. He's going to shorten these days, and he's going to, give us divine intervention in a time of distress, in a time of the pressure, the time of tribulation, for only for those who has kept the faith, but for the rest of you, Israelites that, have been lukewarm in this thing, for the ones that has known the will of the Lord, but hasn't done it, but was settled on your lees. All right, you wicked Israelites that scoff and mock the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right, you're going to be, you ain't going to have no covering, man. You're not going to be able to escape these things. Okay? So, and then, that was pretty much it. But he goes on to try to, say, well, you just listen. Let's hear it out.
Seatbelt mandates, bike helmet mandates. We also have a mandate that you do not drink and drive. It is not about freedom. It is about public safety, all of those laws. And we do them even if the hospital beds are not full as well. So in certain ways, public health really, really is the paramount that mandates are necessary, and they're not infringing freedom, especially if you giving off the virus endangers someone else. Your right to endanger other people ends at my nose, and that's why these measures are necessary.
Yeah, so you see, and that's what they're going to just keep pushing, that you are public health, safety are a hazard, and that's why they're going to come out with these isolation camps, okay? These FEMA camps, what have you. So just want to bring that out, man. Okay, they coming with the sticks, they coming with the pressure. So be prepared, get your house in order. All right, pray for fewer days and pray that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, has mercy upon you in your household, man. So with that, shalom.